This man is named Darius. He is a father in a small family consisting of his wife, daughter, and his father Mike. Darius, accompanied by his father, is performing maintenance on the energy supply equipment for their oxygen generator. Meanwhile, Mike is browsing in a bookstore. Upon receiving a warning that the oxygen in his breathing apparatus is depleting, Darius promptly urges his father to return to the bunker. However, Mike, still wandering on the second floor of the bookstore, fails to notice that the floor is decayed. Suddenly, Mike falls through and becomes suspended, causing his breathing apparatus to detach, leading to his death due to the incident.
Oxygen level compromised. System. Oxygen level compromised. Oxygen depleted. Connect breathing.
Upon Darius's return to the bunker, Maya, Darius's wife, and their daughter Zora inquire about Mike's whereabouts, noting that Darius returned alone. Darius explains to them what transpired with Mike. After providing an explanation, Darius intends to bury Mike next to his mother's grave. However, his plan is met with resistance from Maya and Zora, considering the considerable distance to the cemetery. Nevertheless, Darius insists and promises to return to the bunker promptly. Reluctantly, Maya and Zora acquiesce to Darius's plan, unaware that this departure would be the last time they see Darius. 5 months after Darius's departure, Maya and Zora, despite occasional disagreements, strive to continue their lives after his loss. Zora broadcasts daily via radio signals, hoping her father hears her, while Maya often reminisces about her past with Darius when Earth was still normal, perhaps struggling to accept his absence. The next day, Maya trains Zora on the oxygen generator, recognizing Zora's inherited brilliance from her father. During their activities, Maya attempts to reconcile with Zora. They engage in conversation and spend quality time together to ease the tension. However, due to Maya's stubbornness, which Zora has inherited, their internal conflict persists. Subsequently, they resume their routine of maintaining the energy supply equipment and researching soil for cultivation. As they prepare to re-enter the bunker, 2 strangers approach. Maya and Zora quickly hide, having never encountered others before. When one of the strangers checks the upper part of the bunker due to receiving no response at the gate, Maya's oxygen warning, indicating 50% remaining, alerts the stranger to their presence. She cautiously follows the sound, but finds no one. Her companion on the roof tries to inform her of someone approaching, but due to static in their communication, Maya seizes the opportunity to push the stranger, take her weapon, and rush into the bunker. After successfully entering, Maya interrogates the 2 strangers, who identify themselves as Tess and Lucas. They explain their purpose: to study the oxygen generator created by Darius, as their shelter's generator is broken and they're surviving on backup oxygen, which will only last a week. Tess also claims to have known Darius during college and even mentions Maya and Zora by name before being introduced. Maya, still skeptical, discusses with Zora, who suggests trusting them since they knew their names beforehand. After a brief debate and Tess's explanation that children are present in their shelter, Maya agrees to let one of them in, as the bunker's oxygen capacity can't support more than 3 people. Tess and Lucas comply with Maya's instructions to see Darius's generator. When Maya asks Tess to tie Lucas's hands, she does so, and Maya also ties Tess's hands as a precaution. As they prepare to bring Tess inside, another stranger suddenly appears, pointing a weapon at Maya. Maya and Zora quickly fire at the stranger, who then pushes Zora into the bunker, followed by Maya.
Cleansing protocol advised.
Inside, Maya restrains the stranger and demands an explanation from Tess. Tess apologizes for not informing them earlier. She explains that the stranger is Micah, a scout for their safety. Micah also explains that he panicked upon seeing his companions tied up, fearing they were being harmed. Due to this incident, Maya loses trust in them and orders Tess to leave. However, Tess insists on seeing the oxygen generator first, claiming she'll do anything to gain access. With their initial plan failed, Tess and Lucas resort to a second strategy. Lucas uses a drill to bore through the bunker's gate. Inside, the security alarm sounds. Maya and Zora, realizing Tess is drilling through, use Zora's ingenuity to counteract Tess's actions and successfully thwart them. Not giving up, Tess sabotages the energy supply equipment on the bunker's roof, triggering a carbon dioxide alarm inside. Maya and Zora devise a plan to reach the roof, knowing Lucas is guarding the front door. They open the garage gate to distract Lucas and Tess, allowing Maya to reach the roof. While Maya works to repair the sabotaged equipment and confronts Tess simultaneously, Zora inside the bunker provides a breathing apparatus to Micah, who pleads with her, extracting information from him. Eventually, the oxygen levels inside the bunker return to normal. Back outside the bunker, Tess, now cornered, devises a plan to approach the roof. She aims to distract Maya and instructs Lucas to swiftly move closer to the bunker. Tess fires a shot toward Maya to divert her attention, allowing Lucas to approach unnoticed. As Maya focuses on Tess, Lucas positions himself behind her and attempts to subdue her. Meanwhile, Micah, having freed himself from his restraints, also tries to overpower Zora. Startled by Lucas's attack, Maya fights back despite her sprained ankle resulting from the assault. After managing to strike Lucas, Maya tries to stand but is suddenly struck by Tess, who has now reached her. Following this, Tess takes Maya hostage to gain entry into the bunker. Inside, they discover that Zora has been tied up by Micah. However, Micah suddenly loses consciousness and dies, likely due to blood loss from a gunshot wound to his chest. Unaware of the situation inside, Tess demands that Zora open the bunker door. Zora explains that she cannot do anything as she is tied up and informs Tess that Micah is dead. Realizing this, Tess then asks Maya for the access code to open the bunker door from the outside. Maya responds that even with the code, they cannot open it without the access card located inside. Meanwhile, Zora is unable to act as she remains tied up. Facing a dire situation with no way to open the bunker door, Maya reveals that there is another access card they can use, but they must travel 5 miles to retrieve it, as it is with Darius, whom Maya believes is at the cemetery. Choosing to trust Maya, Tess agrees to accompany her to get the card, while Lucas stays behind to guard the bunker. Using an electric vehicle they maintain, Maya and Tess set off toward Darius's location. During the journey, Maya shares why she didn't allow Tess into the bunker earlier. She explains that after Darius's departure, she found a letter he left behind. In the letter, Darius admits that his calculations regarding the oxygen generator were incorrect, leading to a rapid decrease in oxygen levels if 3 people remained. Therefore, Darius sacrificed himself so that Maya and Zora could live longer, hoping that Zora's potential would enable her to improve the generator. After some conversation, they arrive at the cemetery and find Darius's body there. Upon retrieving the access card and preparing to return, their vehicle runs out of power, and their remaining oxygen supply is critically low. Maya hands the access code and card to Tess, urging her to return quickly without her, as her injured ankle would slow them down. Tess promises to come back for Maya and sets off. Struggling for breath, Tess hurries back to the bunker before running out of oxygen. Upon arrival and gaining entry, Lucas immediately instructs Tess, who is about to return for Maya with a new oxygen tank, to examine Darius's oxygen generator. Tess shares Maya's story with Zora. She insists on going back for Maya as promised, but Lucas threatens to shoot Zora, forcing Tess to comply. When Tess examines Darius's oxygen generator, she is astonished and tells Lucas that she cannot replicate it due to its complexity. Lucas, still pressuring Tess to try because she claimed to know Darius, prompts Tess to confess the truth. She never knew Darius and learned about Maya and Zora by listening to Zora's daily radio broadcasts. She admits that replicating Darius's generator would take weeks, while their shelter's oxygen supply could only support 2 people for a week. Enraged by this revelation, Lucas shoots Tess, killing her instantly.
No! No! What did you do?
The next day, Maya, still alive, checks her remaining oxygen, which indicates less than an hour left. She notices a plant growing nearby, suggesting some oxygen presence. Removing her breathing apparatus, she tests the oxygen level, finding it minimal. Maya then attempts to recharge the vehicle using sunlight to return to the bunker before her oxygen runs out. Inside the bunker, Zora, still tied up, tries to gather information about Lucas's shelter. During their conversation, an oxygen level warning alarm sounds, requiring Zora to go outside for repairs. Given 9 minutes, Zora rushes to fix the issue. Upon completing the repairs, she finds Maya waiting, who had intentionally disconnected the solar panel cable to prompt Zora's exit and facilitate their reunion. Together, they plan to reclaim their bunker from Lucas. When Zora attempts to re-enter, Lucas refuses to open the door. They proceed with their plan, triggering the oxygen warning alarm again, compelling Lucas to exit and confront Zora. Outside, he sees Zora lying motionless, assuming she is dead. Suddenly, Maya shoots Lucas, hitting his oxygen tank. Working together, Maya and Zora retrieve the access key to enter the bunker. As they attempt to close the bunker door, Lucas, still alive, forces his way inside. Once all three are inside, Zora quickly provides Maya with an oxygen tank. However, due to the generator's damage, a red warning indicates rising hydrogen levels, deterring Lucas from firing his weapon, as a single spark could cause an explosion. Exhausted, Lucas cannot pursue Maya and Zora as they exit. In despair, Lucas fires his weapon, triggering an explosion that destroys the bunker.
Cleansing protocol advised. Cleansing protocol advised. Oxygen levels are rising. Oxygen toxicity. Reporting life.
Following the incident, Maya and Zora, having survived, head to the shelter Lucas had mentioned. Upon arrival, they, exhausted, knock on the shelter's entrance before collapsing. Later, Maya awakens in a room, realizing she is alive. Searching for Zora, she meets the shelter's leader, who already knows everything from Zora. He thanks Zora for repairing their oxygen generator using Darius's design, and hopes Zora can develop a new version, with Maya's assistance. And with that, the film ends.
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Because by subscribing, you have supported me to make better videos. See you in the next video.